2024 is nearly over. It doesn't feel like a waste of time. I've done this yearly review for the last 5 years now and found it's really helped my clarity, direction, and goals in life. If you're struggling with those aspects of your life, this is a really good task to do. Figure out where you can improve, what went wrong, what needs to stay, and what needs to go. So I'm gonna go through the workbook, the yearly review with you. So explain everything, hold your hand throughout the process. So if you're having any troubles, you can revert to this video. I'll link in the description if you want to get the PDF and work alongside me. I'll explain about all the sections and kind of why we're doing what we're doing and go from there. I want to just make sure that we take our time with this. This isn't something that we need to rush through and really just push past really quickly. So the first page that we get to is our intention setting page. So making sure that we're taking the time, slowing down and being present here is really important. Putting your name down, writing a little bit of what you're intending to do and why. Making that really clear and really obvious from this point forward, because no matter what we choose to do, we really want to make sure our intentions are clear so that if we ever forget, we have kind of a North Star to point to come back to. At the very top, we want to write a date. If you've got this printed off, this is a really good kind of reference point for the future, or if you've got some way of organizing all this, you can do this next year or the year after, reuse the same kind of documentation, but putting a date up in the top corner as well. What are some of the amazing achievements of 2024? So the important achievements are to be able to list out kind of roughly 3. So we're gonna write down here 1, 2, and 3, making it really nice and clear. Sorry for my chicken scratch. Some of your amazing achievements, I want it to be as personal as possible. So these achievements aren't achievements that you're needing to share with other people. Maybe they're achievements that you probably more inwardly feel. Well, these are the amazing achievements that I want you to take away. Don't feel the pressure of other people looking at this document. This is all for you. So writing down what the achievements are and just having some gratitude for the past. Moving on to the wins from 2024. Feel free to zoom in on here, get a little bit more space on the document if you need to write a little bit more fine-lined. So wins from 2024. They can be simple achievements or things along those lines, or they can be just the little ones, you know? I've been going to the gym a little bit more regularly, so. Getting to the gym more often. I've lost weight. Something that I struggle with. My coping mechanism is eating, unfortunately, so something that I always have to kind of try and find the balance for. And your misses from 2024. Things that you might not have achieved, things that you've maybe set out to achieve. I do find having this as a point of reference for next year has a really good comparison to be able to go, these were the goals, this is what I achieved, how can I kind of meet in the middle and review them. Moving down, your lessons from 2024. Anything that you learned, anything that was kind of a light bulb moment, feel free to pause the video and work on it. So you don't have to think of it on the spot. I actually tend to like having the document open for a few days or weeks just to be able to like add to it slowly. And how did you grow in 2024? Similar to lessons, but that growth can come from so many aspects of your life. And maybe a lot of these do overlap. Maybe your achievements and your growths and your wins are all kind of in the same kind of vein. And in 2025, I want to focus on, you can list as many as you want. For me, I suggest listing 2 or 3 kind of key objectives or things that you really want to focus upon. They can be from physical health, mental health, but try and have some specificity to it all. We don't want it too generic. And in 2025, I'm excited for, you know, fill the new year with some excitement. It doesn't have to be all work. There can still be some play. There can be some adventures, and we'll do some rating of the last year as well. So how did you feel with it all? For me, I would like to say that I've got around that 8 or so, probably, sorry, around 7. I definitely feel like there's room for improvement, but I definitely feel like it's been a good year. Moving down to future setting. Whoop. So with this future setting activity, the idea is we want to make sure that we've got some direction for the short term, that medium term and the long term. And it does take a little bit of mental energy and fortitude to be able to position yourself in these kinds of mindsets or views and directions. So give yourself some time. This doesn't need to be rushed by any means. So the first one will be 3 months, next will be 12 months and 72 months. So what do you want to compete? What do you want to complete in the next 3 months? Something that's relatively achievable, but also something that, you know, does push you along in the right direction. Same for 12 and same for 72 months. The 72 months is definitely more of that North Star, that thing that you want to make sure that you're kind of aiming towards. Maybe it's just a general sense of purpose. Maybe it's a business. Maybe it's health or longevity, or maybe it's an absolute true dream goal that you have. This is kind of where we want to pull back from. So the easiest way to do so is start from the end and then work our way backwards so we know what we want to achieve. For me, one of my dreams was to be able to be a father that was able to like pick the kids up from school, drop the kids off, be able to go to their sports days and just be kind of around kind of often. And for me, I find that working backwards from that goal, I have to make sure that I have enough financial stability, but I also have the ability to not be at work at 9 o'clock and not be at work at 3 or 3:30. So having to have that flexibility is really important for me. So the first question on all of these topics will be, I will be. The second will, I will have. And the third will be, I will feel. So I like working backwards from all of these things. I will feel is directly from internal state. So your emotions, how you're coping, how you're dealing, things that are kind of present, thinking about how your internal state will be at that time, be it 3, 12, or 72 months in the future. I will have. Those things will be more possessions, things that you've achieved, goals, things that you've completed. Maybe they're materialistic, maybe they're not. And I will be, it's kind of a mishmash of the last two together. So you basically want to just visualize where you'll be in those periods of time, figure out if there's a location attached, people attached, there's a climate, there's goals, there's business, there's so many aspects that can encompass that, but feel free to just throw it all down there and see what comes up. So we're going to do that for the 3, the 12 and the 72 months, and that will have a bit of a better of understanding to go towards. I will have some more videos coming up about goal setting, motivation, keeping your habits in check, reviewing your relationships, and a whole bunch of other topics. So if you're keen, press subscribe and hopefully we can see you along those ones. Well, I've actually got a couple bonuses for everybody if you've downloaded the PDF. The first one is daily affirmations. I do find that I am's list, so I am loved, I'm grateful, I am strong, I am all these sorts of things, those terminologies, to making sure that we are positive with the way that we think and we speak. A video about mindset and the way that we pronounce words will be coming out shortly. Today I am grateful for, just listing 3 things that you're grateful for. Maybe it was a good cup of coffee, the sun was out, just same thing, glass half full mentality. The goals for today and then the schedule. I like to kind of break up my day, so I find that I'll write down on my notes everything that I need to do, like gym, swim, I'll do a video, lunch and dinner very shortly in kind of a mixed bag, and I'll write it down. So it'll be like 6 p.m, it'll be dinner, it'll be like 9 a.m, there'll be gym, put it down here for 3 p.m, which will be swim, and vice versa. I've also got a weekly tracker, so something that you can print off, or maybe something that you have on your PDF alongside the rest of your screen, feeling what you're needing to be doing, so your goals, your feelings, and then the completion of those goals. Maybe only allocating 1 or 2 goals per day and making sure that they're goals that kind of continually push you in the right direction. It's 1% better every day at the end of it all, so making sure that we are moving in that direction is really good. So eating well, sleeping well, getting enough water, going to the gym or doing some exercise and getting some sunshine, all amazing positive stuff. So hopefully you've enjoyed. There will be some more videos coming out as well, how to deal with stress, cold water, a bunch of other fun stuff, so stay tuned for those.